Hello Yuri, what's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh no! Jesus, get it repaired. Get your necklace repaired. Or get a new one if it's not costly. Actually, my mom's necklace also kind of like broke, but then she got it repaired. So yeah. Okay. Guys, I have something to show you. Okay, we are first and foremost. Okay, we are gonna do some color stuff today. Okay, I'm not gonna take any requests because I wanna kind of like experiment. My teeth are kind of like offset to this side, the front teeth. Jesus, I noticed that right now. Oh my god. Alright, so today we are gonna do color stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna take any requests like yesterday and kind of like day before. Okay, because I wanna experiment with colors. Okay, I wanna play with like new colors and play with blues and grays especially. So I'm gonna have some references on the side while I'm like experimenting stuff, and I'm gonna start like painting some faces. Okay, some faces, not animals, but faces and figures. Okay, so yeah. So when I say something like blue, I mean like totally different. I'll show you. All right, I'll show you an example later on. Okay, but before that, I have installed the Witcher 3. Okay, and also Deus Ex Game of the Year edition. Jesus. Okay, this shit came out in wait, when was this released? In 1998 or something. All right, so this is really a freaking cool game, to be honest. This is ancient, like literally freaking ancient. Yeah, this game is literally ancient, and this was one of my favorite games as a kid. Like my first game was like Road Rash or Demo Rash. Okay, and then this was the first kind of like full version of a game that I used to play on my PC. The whole kind of like series is like really good. Deus Ex is good. Then I have never played Invisible War. It's not that good, to be honest. I have seen though. Human Revolution is like really good, to be honest. Yeah, I have played this shit, the whole thing. The Fall is also good. I mean like okay, it's a mobile game, so it's okay. And this one is also good, but it's not as good as like Human Revolution. All right, so Deus Ex Breach is like anything, like really nothing. I don't have VR, so no VR. Then there is Deus Ex Revision, which is a fully revised game of this the original. Okay, so I have never played this one. Maybe I'll play it someday. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna play this on my gaming channel. All right, so be sure to freaking subscribe for that. All right, hold on. Let me let me post my gaming channel. Jesus. Hold on. Do you want me to draw something goofy? I will try to, but I'm like experimenting with stuff. So yeah, I don't know if I will today. Today there is a lot of good experimentation, so don't worry about it. What do you mean imagine? What does that mean? Alright, enough of this shit. Okay, we are also gonna play Witcher 3. So yeah, first I will probably play Witcher 3 and then we will start continue Deus Ex or something, I don't know. I also want to complete Minecraft. I haven't like completed the whole kind of like I haven't beaten Ender Dragon. Alright. I will close this, hold on. I will close Steam and everything else that I don't need right now. Alright. Yes, goofy art drawing. We are probably gonna draw that. We will see. Also let people join. People will join, people will come in. Don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about it. Okay, by blues I mean this. Hold on, let me show you. By what do I mean by blue drawings? Hold on. Let me show you. Alright, these are two drawings. Okay, this one is Yenkuri. His name is like Yenkuri, the artist's name. So yeah, he's using a lot of grays and magentas and all that kind of like very fluorescent kind of like colors. So if we kind of like start picking these colors, this is almost like a red, sorry, like a skin color. Then this is a pink or a magenta, a cyan, and this is kind of like a bluish gray or something, I don't know. Again, green over here. Okay, so he's playing with all of these grays and he's using, look at this. So if I were to grayscale this stuff, hold on. Okay, if I were to grayscale this, you see that highlight over there? Alright, see this highlight over here? That is actually the pink, okay, the magenta. Alright, this color, alright, and the rest of it is like a bluish kind of like thing. Okay, so that is what I mean by blues. Alright, playing with the blues and shit. Okay, So yeah, even in the shadows, he's like doing the blue stuff. All right. So yeah, same goes over here. The light is kind of like, it's like complementary stuff. All right. So pink and blue, or red and blue, or green and red, or blue and orange, or something like that. No, I do not play Roblox. I play Minecraft. I have never played Roblox. I'm very old. I'm very old. Don't worry about it. I have many people in like who are still in school as my audience, and also on my Discord server. But it's fine. I'm very old, by the way. Maybe I'll play Roblox someday. I don't know, man. I hardly play games nowadays. Like not too much games, to be honest. And even if I kind of like played any games, then I just, I don't know, play some games that I have already kind of like played before. So yeah, over here, yeah, I wanted to explain this. Okay, so over here, hold on. Yep, look at this. When you turn everything to kind of like grayscale, okay, it still looks like a proper painting. Okay, the values are good. Okay, but when you turn it to color, then everything becomes very fluorescent. Okay, why is that? Okay, I wanna achieve something like that. So this is almost like a very light beach color or something. I don't know. Okay, then this is a blue, literally a blue. All right, and this is kind of like, it goes to purple over here because these two colors kind of like mix together, so it goes to the magenta and purple side. All right, so yeah, then this is almost like a very bright orange or something. I don't know. Okay, so, and this is a reddish or something. I don't know, orangish red or brownish. I don't know. Okay, and this is all, of course, cyan. Yes, cyan. All right, so the choices of these colors determine. Okay, hold on, let me phrase this properly. Okay, so yeah, so this is really freaking tricky. I don't know. Okay, so I want to achieve something like that. So the choices in the colors actually reflect to how the painting will actually be. All right, so yeah, so we are gonna try and do this shit today. So yeah, our idea, the idea is to have different colors, okay, while you're painting something. So something like this. All right, yeah, look at this. So this is a blue, and this almost goes towards the magenta side. So yeah, something on this scale we want to have. All right, so yeah, so let's do it. Yep, I know Roblox has a lot a really freaking big community, but I don't know, man. I'm not so drawn in towards Roblox. I like Minecraft though. Minecraft is super cool. Alright, let's do it. I will just shut up now and we will start coloring. Let me grab a reference. This is a very simple reference of a guy standing besides the water. Yeah, this is another good reference that I have over here. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. This is a tiger reference. This is an art. The other ones are art. This is a good reference. Jesus, these are some good references, man, on Pinterest. Oh no. All right, let's do it. Okay, I have two references. We are gonna draw them. All right, we are gonna draw them. We are gonna experiment with them. All right, so yeah, let's do it. Hello, Annie Kate. What's up? Your necklace was good until it broke again. Jesus. You should get it either fixed or just, I don't know, just repair it, or maybe, I don't know, maybe modify the string of the necklace. Okay, the jewel, you keep the jewel as it is, but then change the string, okay, to something like different so that it does not break again. I don't know, maybe that would work. I do not wear a necklace, so I wouldn't know, but yeah, you get my point. Okay, let's start with the fisherman. All right, let's freaking start with the fisherman. Y'all want some fish? I will give you some fish. Very simple stuff. I'm gonna make this like very simple, don't worry about it. starting with the fisher guy. Don't worry about him. He's not gonna fall into the water. He has a lungi. He's wearing a lungi. We call it a lungi. It's a men's skirt for y'all Western kind of like people, non freaking Indian people. It's for non freaking Indian people. It's called as a men's skirt. The lungi. Y'all non freaking Indian people. People in villages wear these lungi, especially in the south area of India. So yeah, I am South Indian myself, so that's why I know that. So I do not wear lungis though. I just wear half pants. I should probably start wearing lungis. I will look goofy as fuck. Lungis are super cool. I think Gordon Ramsay kind of like wore lungi like when he was in India learning from the street kind of like vendors and shit. Alright, he actually wore lungi when he was in India. So yeah, in India it's pretty common to like kind of like wear lungis and shit. Fucking shit. Freaking shit. Everything shit in my life. I don't know. I'm just talking shit, man. Y'all can, I don't know, enjoy crazy shit that I talk. Okay, so this is done. All right, so what we can, okay, just I'm just gonna add a shadows over here on his shirt. Hold your freaking horses. I do not want to mess this up. all right, so this is done, almost like done. Okay, I will just darken this lungi up. All right, so okay, so now what we can do is over here, okay, we can start adding the blues. Okay, this is how we freaking experiment stuff. All right, so yeah, we can start adding some blues over here. All right, just for some of the color kind of like vibration that will be kind of like going on. Okay, so this will be again, if we pick out the color scheme. All right, pick out the color scheme, let's freaking do that. These are some earthly blues and earthly grays and shit. All right, with some cyans and blues. All right, so yeah, so instead of the violet that I painted over here, you can have the blue. All right, it does not matter that much. All right, so yeah, so this is a complementary color scheme. All right, so yeah, so yep, let's get this done. Then what I can do is I can start adding some pinks onto his shirt. Pinks and magentas onto his shirt. So that will kind of like act like a blue-ish tone. Alright, so yeah. Then onto the hat I can post some cyans. I can just splash some cyans if I need to, or maybe I don't know, some greens. Yep, something like this. All right, this is just optional, by the way. This is not necessary to kind of like splash some cyans and shit. Okay, but these kind of like choices, these choices will definitely make the painting like very colorful and shit. All right, so yeah, now for the skin kind of like color. Okay, for some of the skin highlights you can go to a gray, or I don't know, just directly kind of like choose a blue and start painting a blue. Blue is kind of like tricky, but so then you need to go towards the magenta side. All right, and then you kind of like paint it. All right, so something like this. You can even increase the saturation just for the sake of increasing it. So this is the exact thing that I wanted to kind of like achieve. And over here you can go towards the magenta side and towards the grays, and then start painting with the grays. Okay, so this is one way of kind of doing that. Oh, I see. So take your necklace to an expert, Yuri. It is best to take your necklace to an expert. Otherwise, just buy a new one. Okay, so this is just one way of kind of like doing this shit. All right, the other way is to have very different kind of like colors. So for example, you can have this shadow as a blue. All right, yeah, something like that. You can have that shadow as something like that, or even something like that. All right, this is the other way of like kind of like doing that. So yeah, so all of these shadows over here, okay, look at this, all of these shadows will be kind of bluish shadows. This is exactly what we saw in that painting that I showed you. Hold on, let me show you that painting again, guys. Yep, this is another way of kind of like doing that. So, and I think that this is more effective than the other kind of like method, because this creates a very cool and dynamic contrast of colors, okay, of the two kind of like two sides of colors. All right, so yeah, this creates a very different kind of like contrast of colors. Okay, so in this painting, hold on, yeah, it's the same thing that the artist has done in this painting that I did just now. All right, so he has chosen a warm color, and then for the shadows a cool color. So this is kind of more effective and more kind of like more easier, okay, when you are not kind of like painting all of these tones, okay, when you are doing some flat tone color like I do, okay, so this is easier at that time. The opposite part is that for the highlights you can go the gray side. All right, so this is almost like an orange. So for the highlights you can either go towards the greens, all right, like this, or towards the reds and magentas like this. Yeah, for the lights, sorry, not the highlights, for the lights, I mean. Okay, so this is more better in my opinion, a better way to do it. Yeah, and this is more kind of like colorful way to do it. So yeah, you can of course do something like this, like I have done over here. Okay, you can do that, but then again it's gonna get kind of like dirty and stuff. All right, since I do not like add a lot of tones to a painting, so then it gets really dirty. So this is the way kind of like to do it, to have different kind of like blues and different grays and shit in a painting. So yeah. All right, so one painting is done. This is the kind of experimentation of colors that I'm like talking about, and that is exactly what we do. Okay, that is exactly how you freaking, I don't know, learn color. Sorry, I say a lot of kinda, I don't knows and shit. It's a really freaking bad habit that I've got. All right, so yeah. Oh my god, you're still crashing out. but yes, I can totally understand, because as a kid I used to kind of like break and lose a lot of stuff. Okay, so even I kind of like used to crash out at that time, used to get very angry and upset, okay, at that time. So yeah, it's pretty normal, like when you kind of like are in college or school. Okay, so it's kind of like pretty normal at that time. Now I do not feel a lot of a lot a lot a lot more kind of like attached to stuff, because I know that, because I have realized that nothing is kind of like uh, eternal in this world. So yeah, eventually it's gonna break down, eventually stuff is gonna break down. So yeah, that kind of like helps. So yeah, preserve it, so sorry, cherish it until you have it. All right, so do not forget to cherish some stuff. Cherish what you have, I mean. Sorry. Yep, that is exactly what we need to do. Cherish what you have. Okay, now, okay, let's figure out. Hold on. Give me a minute. Yep. Now the kind of like colors are even more broader, but still it lies in the complementary scheme. Anyways, let's move on to the next drawing, which is very cool in my opinion. Which is very cool in my opinion. This is an analogous scheme, okay, but I'm gonna make it a split complementary scheme. Okay, so yeah, okay, so let me put down the color scheme over here. All right, this is a green, and then there is this orange for the tiger. Okay, and then yeah, you can just add in a red for the rest of it, or maybe a kind of like a different kind of like green, okay, for the darker areas or something. Okay, so yeah, that is an analogous scheme right there. I will also add in a red just in case. So that is an analogous scheme, but we are gonna keep the red and the orange, okay, and also the green, and then add in a royal blue or a cyan blue. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so that becomes a split complementary. We're gonna get rid of this green over here. All right. All right, this is the water, the inside of the water, like the moss is kind of like growing on the top of the water. So if you people have been over here, over like in this place or something, I don't know, then you know how it is. I have never, I think I have been to one of the, I have seen such a place in my village, I think. Yeah, I think I have seen such a place in my village. Like there is a lot of moss growing on top of the water. Okay, and yeah, and some parts are like revealed. Alright, so yeah. Okay, so this is how it is in the reference, almost like how it is in the reference. Now if we grayscale it, it looks perfectly normal. Alright, so this is the type of kind of like the blue that I was talking about, but we are still gonna add a lot of blues, so don't you freaking worry about that. And this is the tiger that is like peeping out. All right, I will make his fur even more darker. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. I made it lighter, Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna keep it as is for now. Okay, then we can start adding some colors on top of him, some blues on top of him for his spots, for his zebra-like spots on his back. Then we can start adding some reds wherever there are some dark spots. So yeah. And there are some whites as well. Some whites, or for the blues we can just add the red color. Okay, so for his kind of like spots we can just have some red color, but okay, let's have some red color instead of the blues. Instead of the blues, let's play with the reds. All right, so yeah. I'm kind of like drawing a tiger for the very first time. I have never drawn a tiger. I have drawn a cat, but not a tiger at all. I also kind of like wanted to stream in the morning today, but then I kind of like thought that nah, I will add the black for his eyes because those are like very blackish kind of like color. Let's see what happens if we turn them blue. I don't know, they look fine. Alright, I'll just keep the blue then. I'll just keep the blue then. Yes, I kind of like wanted to stream in the morning, but then I was like installing the Witcher kind of like game. Alright, so I thought, and it was taking a lot of bandwidth out of my internet. It was literally 60 MBs per second. Jesus, that is a lot of speed. I have never gotten such speed before. It was literally 60 MBs per second, to be honest. Okay, and on his side we can start adding some depth. Okay, some part of the moss is like not covered at all. And of course some shadows as well. Okay, for the shadows, hold on. I have an idea. For the shadows, I'm gonna make them blues. I'm gonna make them blue. Alright, so yeah, something like this. Alright, this is the gray, okay, or this is the blue that I'm like talking about. Alright, so yeah. The moss is kind of like very uneven. Nah, it does not look good over here. Alright, we will figure it out. Hold on. Hold your horses. Okay, I'm gonna just add a darker kind of like color. I'm not gonna waste my time over here. Then we can start experimenting with stuff. So give me a minute. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so something like this. Then we can start doing some experimentation for the blues. Okay, we can have this blue over here. We can make this kind of darker if we want to. Oh, sorry. Just for the sake of kind of having some more contrast, if you know what I mean. Then for this one, we can move on to the grays if there is a need for that, or move on to the cyans. Yes, cyans would do fine, I guess. Yep, that's it. Cyans would do fine for this. All right. So yeah, so this is the type of color shade that I'm talking about. All right. And for the orange, okay, for the orange we can go even lighter if we want to. All right, so something like this. Yeah, something like that. The tiger almost looks like the green. Okay, so I don't know, in the grayscale he almost looks like the green. So yeah, so I think this one is fine. This one is fine. We can go somewhat lighter for the green if there is a need for that. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, now it's fine. I think it was too dark, to be honest. All right. I think we got it. We got the blues and the grays and shit. All right. So yeah, I think we got it. Okay, next thing that I want to do is, hold on. Next thing that I want to do is draw some night scenes. All right, night scene. Like apply what I've learned just now for some night kind of like scenes. All right, because that is again one of the most important elements, because in the night the colors kind of like change and then it gets really freaking difficult. Okay, so yeah. All right, let me search for some night scenes. Just give me a minute. Night photography. Let's search for night photography. Yeah, night photography it is. We will try the night photography thing. Look at this guy. He's looking like a horror kind of like guy. I'm sorry if I'm like boring you people. I'm really freaking sorry about that. You people can talk whatever you want, or I don't know, communicate with me and I will talk with you. Give me 2 minutes. I really wanna kind of like experiment this stuff because this is very freaking like important. I really hope that I had some AI or some shit that I can talk to. like Neuro-sama. Oh my god, I forgot about Neuro-sama. Jesus, Neuro is super cool. Like we will program her and then just I don't know, man. then they talk while like he's programming her. Okay, I want, okay, hold on. I want some simple kind of like nighttime stuff. Simple photos of nighttime stuff. Not the color, not too much color or not too much kind of like saturation, just simple photos. I'm searching for those. I have already picked out some like 2 photos, but I want more. Yeah, so I was saying that Viral actually programs Neuro, and then they just both talk with each other and the chat goes freaking wild. it's crazy, it's freaking crazy. Okay, I found another one which is normal, which looks normal, I think. All right, I think I have like 2 or 3 of them, nighttime photos. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do all of them. Some crazy ass lighting photos. Jesus. Okay, this one as well. I wanna try. All right, we have it. We have them. I picked out some really good references. Okay, I picked out some really good references, so hold on. I'm gonna go and go for I'm gonna go pee, so I'll be right back, so please hang on. Give me 2 minutes, all right? Give me just 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Jesus. All right, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. And then we will draw more. Alright, I'm back. I am freaking back. Okay. Listen. Alright, so in this week, alright, hold on, let me write this down. Alright, so in this week, I'm gonna have a Ganesha statue live stream. Alright, so if you people do not know what is like Ganesha statue, just Google it. Okay, it's for the Ganesh Chaturthi festival that happens in India every freaking year. Okay, and every freaking year I make the statue. So yeah, so it's for the Ganesha statue. So maybe tomorrow or maybe day after, okay, I'm gonna have a live stream where I will kind of like make a Ganesha statue. Alright, live. We are gonna make it live. Okay, the first one over here is kind of like easy, but then again, to get that blues and the fluorescence is kind of like hard, because this is a kind of monochromatic color scheme. So this reminds me of some of the Avengers kind of like movies. This particular scene over here, I don't know why. Some of the Avengers movies. Avengers movies. I have literally watched every one of them, except for the I think the new ones. I do not remember which one are they. Okay, the new Black Panther kind of like movie came out recently. I don't remember that. Which one is that? Yeah, so I have kind of like watched all of them, literally all of them. All right, this is done. This is done. That's about it. This was literally nothing. To be honest, nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only thing that I can do for the blues and the lights kind of like thing is, hold on, let me show you what I can do about it. I can have a green kind of like light over here. A greenish light. Okay, this is the smoke. Then we can have a magenta or a magenta gray over here. And then over here, we can have a red, a magenta again. So yeah, this is, if we calculate it correctly, if we calculate it correctly, this is something like a yellow, magenta, and greenish color. Something like a split complementary scheme, alright? Something like a complementary or a split complementary or an analogous scheme, alright? Something like that. We can, or maybe a zone palette or something. We can have that. Yes, we can have the zone palette. Yes, definitely. We can definitely have the zone palette over here. Zone palette is very cool. We can definitely have the zone palette. Also some blues. So yeah. We can definitely have the zone palette. Yes. Very cool zone palette kind of like stuff. Almost like a zone palette. Zone palette is mostly of the magenta and shit stuff. Sorry, not magenta, a beige color and stuff. I'm not so familiar with all of the traditional palettes, but I have kind of like read about it and studied it. So yeah, I kind of like know it. Today there are literally no one. Today is a freaking Saturday, so there is like literally no one today. I don't know why. Yesterday there were like a lot of people. Yuri has crashed out because her necklace broke, so she's probably crying. Crying. Otherwise she's like always over here hanging out. You can have such stuff over here just to kind of like Oh my god, what the frick is this? There is someone honking a lot of horn in the background over there. Yes, instead of the green we will have the blues, alright? So there is a lot of freaking blues over here. So this becomes a RYB color scheme. Red, yellow or blue, or red, magenta and blue. Sorry, yes. Sorry. Yellow, sorry, magenta, yellow and blue. Magenta, orange and blue, or something like that. Alright. Yeah. You can even call it a split complementary, but yeah, you get my point. Anyways, this is it for this kind of colors. The other one is kind of very tough. This is a dark on light color kind of like scheme. Dark on light painting. Sorry, not color scheme. And it has a lot of magenta within it. I'm not gonna draw the background, just the character. So yeah, let's do it. Very foreshortened kind of like scene over here. I thought there will be people over here today, but no, I guess everyone is like on a Saturday, everyone is like chilling out. They're doing their shit. Maybe after this, after kind of like my paintings today, maybe I'll try some Witcher 3. Okay, we will see how it runs, or maybe we will try some Deus Ex. All right, so yeah, because I'm also kind of like getting somewhat tired. Okay, a lot of green over here. But I do not want to draw the green. I'm just gonna suggest it. And a lot of mud over here. This is a difficult kind of like colors over here. I haven't done such colors or such lighting in my case like ever. This is very difficult. This is very difficult, and they were very different. And I'm losing my concentration and shit, so that I'm like I cannot concentrate too much. So I do not understand what is like happening right now. So yeah, my colors are not proper. Sorry. Yeah, this one is difficult. This one is difficult, and I have already lost my concentration on this one. This one is difficult, very difficult indeed. What we can do is like have a kind of like bluish tone. For the light. Yeah, this will look good. This will look good, definitely look good. Yeah, so this is exactly how I pictured it. Sorry, not how I pictured it. So this is basically a RYB, again RYB scheme. Yep. Again an RYB scheme. All right, let's do it. All right, this is it. All right, I just wanted to play with colors over here. So yeah, I'm not gonna kind of like finish this at all, because I do not feel like doing this, like finishing this kind of like drawing. This is a very weird ass freaking drawing, and weird ass freaking lighting, to be honest. Oh no, oh my god, Jesus. Very weird ass freaking lighting. All right, I'm not happy with this, but hey, we at least got the lighting done right. So yeah. Okay, next one. This is very cool. All right, this is very cool, and I wanted to do this kind of like lighting kind of like stuff in this video because it is very difficult. having like different kind of like lightings with a lot of blue colors and opposite colors and fluorescent colors and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's a very difficult game of light and shadow. Hello Shade Man sir, what's up? How are you doing? I'm just you know, painting some shit. Yeah, I'm like almost done. Like this one painting and then I'm done. Then we are probably gonna play Witcher 3 or maybe some other kind of like game. Okay, let's try Witcher 3. This is very kind of like blue and violets and shit. All right, very different kind of like painting over here. And very kind of like difficult as well because, well, it has a lot of elements that are like going on over here in the painting. He's almost like like the Joker. Jesus, I need to kind of like watch the Joker again. Now that I've remembered, I need to watch a lot of movies. Jesus, I literally skip watching every one of them. Then I forget. Okay, I remember it on stream. Then I forget when I've like ended the stream. So it's so freaking funny. sorry, excuse me, excusez-moi. I don't know what language is that. Excusez-moi. It's a weird ass language, to be honest. Sorry. All right, I think we are done. We are almost done. Just features, the eye features and shit, and then we are almost done. We can have a blue over here. Jesus, I do not know. Okay, or a violet maybe. Yeah, we can have a violet. Then that will definitely look like something which is like a bluish kind of like tone. Yeah, definitely we can have a violet. Or maybe a blue. Yeah, I'll just keep it a blue. Or maybe a red as well. We can have multiple kind of like thing, because since his lipstick is almost like a reddish kind of like tone, so we can definitely have that. All right, now I'm gonna start kind of like painting his face. There are so many freaking artists who like do colors like better than me. I'm like really bad at color, to be honest. There are so freaking many artists who are like masters of color, and I honestly do not know what I need to do to kind of like reach that level. It's difficult to reach that. All right, so yeah. Yeah. All right, his lipstick is almost like a reddish color. I don't know, just I guess I just need to kind of like practice a lot with color. It's so freaking hard sometimes, the color stuff. Not kind of like hard, but more like tricky. Okay, so yeah. Hold on. Yeah, this is done, almost done. I will just add in a skin color over here, and that's it. Yep, that's it. Oh yeah, I forgot the shadow. Jesus, I'm sorry. I forgot the shadow. Yes, today was a lot of freaking experimentation, because I wanted to get this done. All right, I wanted to learn kind of like how to apply the blues or the grays when like coloring stuff. So yeah. Yeah, we can have that. We can have something like this, and even for his shirt we can have this blue. Oh shit, sorry. Even for his face we can have the blue. Okay, so there will be a lot of blues. Even for this we can have the blue. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Definitely good. Even for this we can switch to blues. So instead of the violets we are actually switching to the blues, because we can. So yeah, that's it. This is it. Oh yeah, I forgot the shadow over here as well. Jesus, hold on. I will make the color of the shadow all similar. I'm not gonna change it. Yeah, that will look consistent. Oh shit, what the frick is that? All right, that's it. Oh yeah, there is kind of like this design on the wall, so I'm gonna do that just to kind of like have that design onto the wall. Just gonna dab in some colors. All right, that's it. This is it. Oh yeah, forgot the red on the glows as well. Jesus, I'm sorry. And forgot the lipstick as well. He's like holding the lipstick, the hand. So yep, this is done. This is exactly kind of like how you learn colors, all right? If you really freaking want to learn colors, you just splash colors like this. That's the only freaking way to learn kind of like colors. You just shut down your freaking stupid ass freaking brain, and then you just color the shit. What else is remaining? Yeah, all right. Some red over here. Okay. All right, that's it. All right, this is it done. Okay, today's session is done. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. Your art style is what the frick? I haven't seen Picasso's stuff, or I forgot. Hold on, let me see his stuff. Nah, he's too abstract, man. He's too abstract, and he does not have like good colors in his art. He is like too freaking abstract. and he does not have good colors in his art at all. Literally, he does not have good colors in his art. Picasso, bro. He does not have good colors in it. Picasso does not have good colors in his art. Picasso absolutely does not have good colors in his art. I'm sorry, I'm shitting on Picasso, I know that, but still. Alright, we are done. This one was the best one of them all. This one was the best one. So if we kind of like pick out the color scheme for this one, this is a blue, lots of blues and cyans and shit all over the freaking place. And then there is some sort of like violet, but not too much. Okay, and then there is red. Yep, that's it. I think this is a split complementary scheme. Sorry, complementary scheme, not split complementary. So this is a pink and blue or a red and blue scheme, something like that. So yeah. Very, very cool color scheme. Don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about it. Yep. Thank you so much, Shade Man sir. Thank you so much. I really freaking appreciate it. Appreciate your stuff. Okay, so for this episode, all right, okay, let me kind of like revise what we were supposed to do and what we did. Okay, hold on. All right. All right, so for this episode, oh, that is very cool. That is very cool. What are you drawing? What are you drawing? What are you drawing? Yes, but what are you drawing? You are using colored pencils. I think you mentioned that before. But what are you drawing though? But what are you doodling? That is what I'm asking. Jesus freaking Christ. If you do not wanna tell, I can understand that. What are you doodling or what are you drawing? That is what I'm like asking. Oh my god, Jesus freaking Christ. I know that you are using color pencils, but what are you drawing? Like for example, I'm drawing kind of like these faces and figures and stuff. So what are you doing? If you do not want to answer, that is fine. I can understand. Just say that I don't wanna. Oh, so you could have said that you're making anime eyes. That's what I was like asking. All right, that is very cool. That is very cool. Okay. So let's freaking revise this shit. Okay. So for today's kind of like color kind of like studies, what we actually did was to add the blues and the fluorescents, okay, while actually coloring stuff, okay, especially the blues. All right, so over here we moved a lot of colors towards the blues. Okay, so this orange, then we moved it towards the blues using the orange red or something. Okay, and then the skin color, we added the violet or the indigo to that highlight. Okay, and even over here, this is a ground or a skin color. Okay, then for the shadows we just used a freaking blue. All right, so yeah, and this is almost like a pinkish or yellowish kind of like color, and for the shadows again we used some blues. So yeah, and over here this is the highlight. Okay, so this is an orange color, and for the highlight you are using kind of like the magenta kind of like color. So that is again going towards the blues. All right, so when you add kind of like the blues, okay, it creates a very different kind of like dynamic. So when you add a different color, all right, so for example, let me show you an example over here. Hold on, where did it go? So these were the two drawings that I showed before starting this. Okay, so look at this artist. He's like using opposite colors, the colors that are almost look opposite to each other whenever he is like drawing stuff. Okay, whenever he's like painting stuff. So yeah, so we did something like this, albeit not so aggressively, but still we kind of like added the blues. All right, and over here this artist is almost doing what I did today. Okay, so he's using opposite colors for the light and the shadow. Okay, for the light he's using a warm color, and for the shadow he's using a cool color, which creates a very kind of like different contrast and very cool kind of like interplay between the blues and the reds. All right, and the grays as well. So yeah, so that was my goal today. So even over here, all right, this is all warm color, but then we go to the greens, then it almost like turns to blue. So what we can do over here is we can even go towards the cyan side and just paint it, or even to the bluer side. So yeah, something like that. We can do that. All right, just to create that level of I don't know, color vibration. Okay, that level of color. This is freaking called as color vibration, which I had forgotten and I was like never using. Okay, even over here, this is a very zone palette. Okay, this is a zone palette. Even in this, I'm using this blue in the highlight to create that color vibration that is going on, and even in the background and even in the shadows over here, I'm using that blue. I can skip the blue in the shadows over here because it's almost like too much in my opinion. Okay, so I can go with something like that, but I don't know, man. This creates a very interesting kind of like color vibration dynamic going on. Okay, this highlight, okay, this smoke is all freaking blue, and then the shadow is also kind of like a bluish kind of like shadow shade. Alright, so yeah, very cool dynamic. Even over here, this was kind of like the very difficult one. Okay, for the orange we are using the green as a bluish kind of like tone, because as you move from the oranges and yellows to the blues, it kind of like mixes together and creates that greenish or tealish kind of like color. Okay, we can also use cyan if we want to. Okay, and for the reds we are directly kind of like using a blue. Okay, you can even use a violet if you want to. Okay, because when you move towards the red, it all turns to a violet color, so you can use this. Right, so yeah, that will look, I think, even better. So yeah, and over here this is just I have explained this. Okay, this is a pink, and then this is again a blue directly. All right, so yeah, this is just awesome. This one turned out like really freaking awesome. Okay, so yeah. All right. So what should we do now? Should I freaking play the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, or should I don't know, just quit the stream? I just wanted to reach this level of kind of like drawing, which is kind of difficult, but also not difficult when you understand what colors are using. Or even this one is fine. This one is, I think, even more cooler than the other one that I showed just now. Okay, because this one is very true to the color kind of like schemes, color groups. Okay, so in the warms, the artist is using proper normal colors, and the greens, it all in the blues or in the shadows, it all turns towards the blues and the magentas and the reds. All right, so yeah, this is very cool. That is why I like this more than the other one. All right. So yeah, so that is I think that is what I did today. So I kind of like had the blues for the shadows, and the reds and the yellows for the highlights. Reds, yellows, greens for the highlights. So warm versus cool. So yeah, this is kind of very tricky stuff to do, what we kind of like did today, but once you kind of like get it, it's really fun. It gets really fun. Okay, your colors will just, I don't know, come out of the scene and just they'll just pop. All right, so yeah, the opposite colors will pop. Yep, I am using this style, but it's just that I wanted to learn more color, because my colors are not always good. So if you see, not over here. Okay, over here, this is like me staying very close to the color groups as possible, and close to the brighter sides as possible. So I kind of like struggle when using grays. Okay, so and using desaturated colors. Okay, so sometimes I can do it. So sometimes, for example, over in this painting, okay, in these two paintings, the top two ones, okay, sometimes I can do it, but I kind of like consciously wanted to try to attempt to do that, and I think this kind of like attempt turned out like very successful. I kind of like learned new colors today, while also kind of like staying in my painting style. So as a last thing, what we can do is like change this skin color to something very magenta like color. Even this lipstick, you can go ahead and change in the magenta kind of like style, a magenta color to reflect with the very bluish kind of like lighting. Yeah. Yeah, that would work. That would work. Very good colors, though. Very good colors. I absolutely love these colors. Yep, it's very cool. It's very cool. It's very cool. I don't remember what I said just now. What did I say? Yeah, okay. That painting, sorry. That painting and learning new color. Jesus, I forgot what I said. Immediately, short-term memory loss, bitch. Immediately I forgot what I said. Jesus. Yo, hi Jay, what's up? What's up? That day when I was like explaining you color, you just went off. So I quit. I mean, I stopped explaining. What's up? What's up? What's happening? We are almost done. Maybe I will try to kind of like play with The Witcher 3. Do you people want me to play it right now? The Witcher 3. For a while. I don't know. For a while. Or maybe Deus Ex. Oh, that is very cool. That is very cool. So in what grade are you now? If you passed your exams, or did you complete school? This is a very good video, okay? This is a very good and important video, so y'all definitely trying to see if it's a good idea to style my heads to some more anime. Yes, it is a very good idea indeed, because it is a very good idea to kind of like have a unique art style, all right? Because it is your voice, okay? Your art style is your identity. If you kind of like have a normal kind of like simple realistic, you just keep drawing the realistic portraits or something, okay? No, that is not gonna be of value. Your art style is gonna be what is most important for you, okay? Because then nobody else can kind of like copy your art style, all right? I mean they can, but you know, it is your identity. That is why you get hired for your art style. So it is something like a voice actor having a very unique voice, okay? So that voice actor's kind of like unique identity. So that is why an art style is like very important. So an art style is our unique identity, to put it very, very simply. All right, so that is the reason why you should definitely have an art style, and you should style your stuff into a very different into an anime style or something, or whatever you like, to be honest. Not just anime, whatever you like, to be honest. But nowadays anime is like very famous, so yeah, I can totally understand that. And everyone is like moving towards Japan and shit. So yeah. I'm very bad at reading books. I have never read a book, so I would not recommend a book at all. But instead of a book, I will totally I will totally recommend you to have like 2 to 5 of your favorite artists, and then you just, I don't know, copy them and mix and match their stuff. Like you like an artist's eyes, then you take the eyes, and you like a different artist's nose, and then you take a nose and then just, I don't know, mash that together and make it work. To be honest, I think I made a video on how to develop your style, your drawing style, to be honest. So I will just give you the link to that. I made 2 videos. So why is it so important to have an art style and how to create your unique drawing style? So these are the 2 videos. These are, I think, one of the latest videos. So I will link that over here. So be sure to check them out later. So yeah. So I will totally recommend to have like 2 to 5 artists who you like, okay, who inspire you, okay, and try to copy their stuff. And then after copying their stuff, you just add your own flair to that particular art style, and you create an entirely kind of like new art style on your own. All right, so which is exactly what I did. So I took a lot of stuff from a lot of different artists. Hold on, let me, yeah, over here. So this is the result of me taking a lot of different stuff from like a lot of different artists, and then mashing it together, and then experimenting with that. Not just mashing, just experimenting with that, and creating this unique kind of like art style, okay, this unique drawing style and this unique coloring style. So yeah, me, you're asking me, did I eat? No, I'm gonna have dinner now after the stream. I ate in the morning. Yep, see ya, man, see ya. I hope it helps out, and you can ask me anything on my Discord if you want. So yeah, so that is why an art style is your identity. So I will totally recommend for like everyone to develop their own kind of like art style. All right, so yeah. So this is kind of like my drawing style, and of course the colors as well, coloring style as well, but this is my painting or coloring style, okay. So I have like, and it is very important to kind of like develop both the styles. Your drawing style should be also unique, and your coloring style should be also unique, because then and then only that your art will be kind of like very unique and different from like everyone else, okay. Your art will also be different if one of your styles is also different. That is also true, but when your kind of like drawing style and your painting style is like very different and very unique, then it kind of like has a very then it gets its like own freaking identity, okay, your art. All right, so yeah. I hope you understand what I meant over there. So these are my colors and my coloring style, okay, and this is my drawing style. So if you see clearly, my coloring style, my shadows and my shading stuff, okay, it's very minimal and very cell shaded, okay, like they have in anime, okay, but my choice of colors is like different. So that your choice of colors is what depends, what actually gives you your coloring style. All right, so everyone's choice of colors is different. So that is essentially your coloring style, not the way you shade or you render stuff. Okay, your choice of colors is your coloring style. Yep, thank you Shade Man sir. I'm also gonna have dinner now after the stream. I'm almost like done. I do not have all style. I think I have just my coloring style and my drawing style over here. I don't have multiple coloring or multiple drawing styles. So these are the only kind of like two styles you need. One is your one essential drawing style, and two is your one and only essential coloring style. Okay, so yeah. All right, that's about it, man. That's about it. See you. So yeah, this is it for today. We do not have a kind of like a lot of people today. This was a very important video, okay, in terms of color, okay, and how to kind of like experiment with color, because I have never covered that in like a video. I might do a video on this, okay, because I need to do a video soon. I don't know. I do not feel like doing a video. All right, because the process is like too much. Like creating a video, the process is like too much, to be honest. And I like interacting with you people live. All right, so yeah. So but I will kind of like make a video on how to have good colors, or how to paint or draw good colors, okay, or how to experiment with colors, or how to develop your coloring style. I don't know. I need to make that third part to how to develop your style. So, and that third part is going to be on color. So yeah, I need to make that video. I need to plan out that video. Anyways, that's about it for today. So we did not have like too many people today. It's just some people. But this was a very important video. So yeah, so thank you for coming in. Yuri lost her necklace, so she's like almost like, I don't know, crashed out right now, or maybe sleeping. Okay, so thank you for joining in, Yuri, Jay, Shedman sir, and all of the other people like Aniket and stuff. All right, so yeah, thank you for joining in. I really freaking have a lot of fun with you people. Okay, every single day I sit over here and I have a lot of fun. I really feel good that people just come in and say hi to me. Like 1 year ago or something, like, sorry, not even 1 year ago, like in March or maybe June or something, okay, I did not even have like even one or two people coming to my streams and saying hi or something. Okay, now people are growing. so I feel kind of like good, and I hope I reach that 1 million. Anyways, so in this week I will be streaming, I will be making the Ganesha statue for Ganesh Chaturthi. I do it like every year, so I will be streaming that live on YouTube and Twitch in this week, probably tomorrow or day after, or whenever like I'm like very fresh, and I will be streaming that around like in the morning at 11 or 12 p.m. IST. So look out for that, because at that time there is like light, so I can show it to you people, like how I make Ganesh Murti and something. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to kind of like stream it live. All right, so yeah, so look out for that. So yeah, and that's about it. Yeah, so that is why you gotta subscribe. All right, and let's freaking hit that 1 freaking million. You gotta subscribe on my YouTube and Twitch, because I literally stream every single day at like 7 or 8 p.m. IST, and sometimes at 12 p.m. IST. All right, yeah, and also join the Discord if you want to, and if you want to support me, you can do so on my buymeacoffee.com/ArtsySIDDD. So every link that I said over here, is in the description of this video and also on my YouTube and Twitch channel, so be sure to check them out. All right, my recording is done. Like at the end of the stream I record this shit. I have to say this chant. All right, so yeah, my recording is done. All right, man, whatever, that's about it. So tomorrow I will either kind of like stream the Ganesh statue that I will be making, okay, Ganesh sculpture that I will be making, or we will be continuing with animation, or maybe I will do some of these color studies that I did today, okay, because let's just, I don't know, let's just get a good hold on all the grays and the blues that we used today. So yeah, so that's why I was like planning on kind of like continuing the color stuff. We will see, and I will probably kind of like stream in the morning tomorrow as well, because tomorrow is a Sunday, so people will be, I don't know, keen on watching stuff. We will see, I don't know, man, we will see. All right, that's about it. This was a good stream. Not many people, but at least we learned a lot of stuff. So yeah, now the tiger looks much better. That green wasn't greening at all. That green wasn't greening at all. All right, that's about it, man. See ya. I hope someone develops some good colors. Yep, you too, Shademan sir. Bye bye, good night, and have a nice dinner as well. Thank you for joining in. You people make my day. Thank you so much. Goodbye. See you.